hip-hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam and riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive.
Can we, if you may, can we talk about, you know, the night of the shooting, or leading up to the night of the shooting of Biggie Smalls? Now, first and foremost, was it true that Biggie told you that he was leaving Bad Boy Records?
Well, Biggie showed me the paperwork,
right?
But I had read his contract, on the way to LA, because I was on the plane and Puff gave me his briefcase, the big nigga shit.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, okay, I got 6 hours to ride on this motherfucker. What's in here?
Yeah, word.
Yeah. So I was reading the contract. So then, and then when I was telling Big about his contract, he was like, yo, how you know that? So then I said, man, you broke. And I'm teasing him because I'm teasing him with cigarettes, because at the time, man, I was smoking those Newports. And they was out there and they had the Newports and the soft packs, and they couldn't get the box packs. You can only get those in New York City. You couldn't get them in Cali, or they ain't know where to get them. And he wanted one real bad. And I was teasing to him about how broke he was. You know what I'm saying? I said, nigga, you begging for cigarettes, man? Just messing with him like that. He was like, man, I ain't begging for nothing. So then his mother calls on the phone, right? And she was talking about, you could hear a conversation with him, because it was only me and him in the Winnebago. And he said, she said, Ma, they ain't gonna do nothing. Just give me the contractor name and I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna take care of it, Ma. Don't worry about it. And he was like, I'm gonna take care of the 60,000, Ma, because she was talking about they needed 60,000, or they're gonna stop building the house they was building. He was building for her in Pennsylvania. So then, when he got off the phone, I took a pull on the cigarette. I said, "Yo, damn, man, you owe everybody." And he was like, "I said, you owe Mike Gadget 30,000 for them cars he did for you." He was like, "Yo, Gene, how you know that shit?" I said, "Niggas be talking, big." I said, "Niggas be talking." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Damn, man." He said, "Yo, but nigga, I ain't broke. Look at this." So now he was showing me the contract. Then I think it was for 6.2 or either $62 million. It was for Cameron, Tracy Lee, I think, Junior Mafia, Little Kim, and a group called the Commission, and Charlie Baltimore.
Sounds about right.
Right? So he showed me that. He said, yo, nigga, I will take you with me, but you love that nigga too much. And I said, yo, nigga, I'm going where the money is. He said, nah. You good. I said, yeah, I'm good, man. You understand? He said, yo, but I said, yo, so what's is publishing? He said, publishing. Then he explained to me what publishing was. He said if he writes something or he write for somebody, he do a song, stuff like that, that's what you call your publishing. I said, so Puff owned that from you, huh?
Damn.
I said, I looked at your contract, man. He told me he's going to give it back to you. Y'all could talk about getting it back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could talk about getting it back. I said, and your marketing too big? Yo, I'm fucking with him. You know what I mean? So then he was like, yo, I can't be mad at him. So, that was telling me at the time, yo, you mad at him, but you can't be mad at him because he showed me how to get money. You know what I'm saying?
So it was a sense of loyalty there in a certain sense, but at the same time, he knew that time that had ran out. It was time to move on. Right,
no doubt. But when somebody said that I can't be mad at somebody, they actually mad at him.
Yeah,
they upset because he had found out that publishing was probably the biggest part of the whole industry, and then you owning your publishing, you know what I'm saying, it's going to feed you for the rest of your life.
Right. We see a lot of rappers out here that seem like they gain more fame in death than they do in life. And obviously, two of the most famous is Biggie and Tupac. And you talk about ownership of catalogs and who owns publishings and where they've been since been in death. I just can't help but to think that there was a lot more to that story than we know. Mm-hmm. How do I say this? Did Puff have more to do with it than we know?
Bro, you got to look at it like this. See, let me just say this, bro. You own something, and you got, and I say this, I said this on my show, you know what I'm saying, before, is that they took the money and they made Biggie who Biggie was, the Notorious Big. They took Christopher Wallace and made him the Notorious Big.
Mm-hmm.
Notorious Big makes Little Kim, he makes Junior Mafia. You understand? He's about to make other groups and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But he don't bring it through Bad Boy. He don't bring it through Arista, who took the money to make Christopher Wallace Notorious Big. He goes and takes it to the people who are their competition. Now, how do that make Puffy look?
Yeah.
People don't look at it like that. And then you got to hear the words that Puff say out of his mouth sometimes. I can't believe this mom did this stuff like that. He gonna catch flack from that. We took all this money. Look what he did to Craig Mack. He told Craig Mack, if you don't fire your manager, you ain't never gonna work with Bad Boy again. I'm not effing with you no more. But yet and still, if it wasn't for Craig Mack, Big wouldn't be who he was.
That's a fact.
And people don't see that. Oh no, what are you talking about? You crazy, man. You just hating on Diddy. Man, first of all, Big did the proverbial what do you call proverbial trick on a motherfucker when he called that nigga Diddy. And he came out 10 years later and said, I'm changing my name to Diddy because Big used to call me that. So Big is turning over laughing in his grave. The night that we was talking about Lil Kim and Big doing Lil Kim's album, right? And because D Rock was calling himself snitching on me about something to Puff, because he had told Big. So I said, oh, so Big, you want to talk now? So tell Puff how you wrote Lil Kim album, because he told me that. Mm-hmm. Right? And Puff started jumping up. He jumped out the seat. You did what? You wrote Lil Kim. He knew he wrote Lil Kim album. But for Big to tell somebody that, and somebody could say that, if Big say that in front of him, he could take that to his lawyer because he's due that publishing.
Yeah.
Puff paid Big $200,000 for that publishing. But Big learned the game and said, yo, listen to me. I can't say I wrote this shit, but y'all got to piece me off this money for this. You understand? When y'all get those publishing checks. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now he said Big laid back in his chair while he was rolling his joint, and Charlie Baltimore was right there. And he was like, nah, Diddy. Nah, Diddy. Okay, Diddy. Yeah, all right, Diddy. All right, Diddy. Now, y'all was young enough back then. Y'all know who Diddy was, right? Huh?
Other than Puffy changing his name, no, to that. You got to school us, OJ.
You say Diddy.
Bro, you ever play video games back in the day?
Yeah.
Remember Donkey Kong?
Oh, yeah.
So who was Diddy Kong?
Oh, shit.
It was his bitch or his son or something like that, wasn't it?
It was his little son. They ran out at the end of the thing.
So he's calling him his son. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So he was calling him Diddy Kong. He was calling him Diddy. So now he go back and change his name to Diddy, and Big was. And so when Puff walked out the room, the studio, I say, "So who you, Donkey Kong?" And Big was like, "Nigga, how you know?" I said, "Nigga, I got to the end of the board before too."
Man. So the those are the main two reasons why people implicate him as well, was the publishing, and the fact that he was saying that he was leaving Bad Boy from my research. But can we talk about the night of the shooting, and was it true that Diddy was acting a little funny that night or off that night or what?
Bro, listen here. When you be around for somebody for X amount of years, you learn them and you know how they move. And I said this 1,000 times. If we in New York City, we leave out the club, Puff jumping in the car and leaving. He'll leave his mama.
Damn.
You understand? This night, that whole night, the whole atmosphere was effed up. Prior to we getting to the party, I had already forewarned everybody. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I tried to have a private conversation with Puff. You understand? He didn't want to hear it. You ain't got to go, Gene. I made a telephone call from Andre Harrell's house. You hear me, brother? To the block on 112th Street and 8th Avenue. Spoke to my peoples. They told me, yo, fuck it. He don't want you to go. He said, you ain't got to go. Don't go. Had already been out there 4 or 5 days. I would have probably had to do something to him about my money. So I said, man, I ain't going to leave them cats out there like that because nobody had no guns. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Other than the cop that was supposed to have it from L.A.
Mm-hmm.
D-Rock, Paul, none of them had no guns. You understand? So now, I know not to give nobody nothing unless you there. You understand? Because, you know, guys always talking about, yo, the police came, I had to throw it. You never get yours back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't going to leave him out there like that, no way. But I told Puff. I went outside and I told Big. You understand? I told Big because I had told at the studio. Remember I told you we was at the studio with and we was talking about Lil Kim publishing and everything like that, and Big writing that shit.
Yep.
I told D-Rock that night, 2 days before the party, don't come around this dude, bro. We're going everywhere. Me and Puff was going everywhere. That ain't what I was told when I went out there. All we was gonna do was the studio and Soul Train. That was it. Nah, but we in the House of Blues. You know what I'm saying? We going to the movie theater with Sally Richardson and all this other shit like that. We going out to lounges. We doing all this dumb shit.
And it was hot. It was hot in LA with y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
Hot as hell.
You know what I'm saying? To be doing that. So now I've already warned them. I go to the car and I say, yo, Big, these niggas is coming to try to kill us tonight. I had already 2 gangsters and a dude from Jodeci telling me that.
Mm-hmm.
One of the gangsters, shout out to Unique from Mecca Audio, came out of jail. He said, yo, he got on one of the podcast shows and he said, yo, I tried to warn Bad Boy Puff Daddy and them. I told Big Gene. Nobody believed me, but President Trump pardoned him after 26 years. He came out of jail, got on a podcast show, and said, yo, I tried to warn Big Gene. I almost caught a body in jail, you know what I'm saying, behind this. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm telling them, Big was like, I said, yo, Big nigga, and C said, yo, go ahead, old Gene, with that old cop shit. You think you know everything. I said to the nigga, just like this, I said, what I do know, you better get your GED, brother, so they don't cheat you out your money like they did your man right here. Because you know what I'm saying? Big told me he had an effed up contract. But how you going to get a good contract when Puff man Mark Pitts is his manager?
Yeah.
Mark Pitts started Bad Boy with Puff, was right there from Jungle. How you going to make that your manager? He ain't going to go against Puff. Yeah, sell him your publisher for $200,000. You know what I mean?
Now,